Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to learn about another chess trap. So this chess trap is known as the fishing pole trap. This is mainly laid in the Ruy Lopez opening. So we will see different positions and how we react to it and try to incorporate this kind of traps in our games and win the game. Let's see how it works. So white starts with e4 and black responds with e5. White responds with nf3 and black responds with nc6. And the normal response in Ruy Lopez is bishop to b5. So at this position, black develops his knight to nf6, attacking this pawn. So in most of the cases, the normal response of white is to castle, and we will discuss that why white goes for the castling. So now black might be thinking this is a free pawn and that can be taken, but that won't make a material difference, because if black captures it, then rook will be moved to e1, attacking the knight. So normal response of knight should come back and he can easily win the pawn. So that is the normal response. Sorry, he can easily win the pawn. Yeah, so that is the normal response. Not with the rook, because the the knight can easily capture the rook, and rook has a higher value. Yeah. So let's go back to the position. So it's normally better to avoid capturing this. So instead of that, black should move to ng4. The knight should move to g4. So the normal response from white is to kick this knight away. So that's a good move. It keeps the advantage of white. Maybe it's a very good move. And black should respond pawn to h5, giving a support to the knight. But if white gets greedy and captures the knight, that is where the whole trap starts. If at all white captures, then black will respond by capturing the pawn. You can see this nice diagonal opened up, and this queen can anytime come to h4, and this pawn is attacking the knight. So knight doesn't have any other option but to retreat back. That's one option. In this case, the queen comes to h4, and black can either develop his pawn to f3 or f4. f3 is possible or f4 is also possible. So in both these cases, the black's response will be first pushing the pawn up, controlling this square, and now there is no other way for white's queen to escape, and whatever move he plays, suppose moving the rook or whatever move he plays, the queen is going to jump to h1 and it says checkmate. So this is one variation. Now let's go back. So this was the position, and in this position what we told is the white captures. So instead of that, suppose the white doesn't capture, sorry, instead of this, instead of pushing the pawn to h3, if white doesn't push it to h3 and he suppose he moves his rook to e1, adding an additional support to the pawn, it gives a balanced position. In this case, black can develop his bishop to c5, eyeing this pawn. So this pawn is attacked twice. Now white has some moves, he can block it with this pawn. That is one idea. He can block it with or he doesn't go, he may move his rook to e1, e2 and give a support. All these are possible. You can give it like this, you can keep this is a balanced position, this will give a balance, it adds a defender. But if he plays, this is a normal response, this is what most of the beginners think, he can block this diagonal using this pawn. So you block this diagonal using this pawn. So suppose he plays this, then it is a blunder, because I will capture that pawn with my knight and knight will capture it back. I cannot capture this with my black bishop because my knight is hanging. So at this point, black should respond queen to d4, queen to h4, queen to h4, adding another pressure to this pawn. So normal response of white is to avoid the checkmate, maybe give a additional protection to this pawn, move his knight back. At this point, queen will just go and give a check. There is no other square for the white king to move. He has to go back to h1. Now is the stunning move, queen to g1. Only one, he can take it either with the white can take it either with knight or rook, irrespective. He takes it with rook, and beautifully the knight jumps to f2 and it says checkmate. So this is how, these are the some of the positions where you can lay this trap. I hope you understood all the positions and how you can find out these traps in place and you can execute this in your games. I hope you liked my video. If you liked, please subscribe. I will be coming up with more analysis, more traps, so that it will be easier for you people to understand chess and make it a mainstream. Thank you.